In honor of the 20th anniversary of a hidden but independent comedy horror film, Bubba Ho-Tep, starring Evil's Dead and Spider-Man legend, yeah I said Spider-Man legend, Bruce Campbell as Elvis Presley. But no further ado, let's get it. Roll credits. Alright, Bubba Ho-Tep was a 2002 American comedy horror film written and co-produced and directed by Don Coscarelli, the director of Phantasm series and Beastmaster. It's based on a noveletta of the same name by Joe R. Lansdale, notable for writing some episodes for the Batman animated series. Yeah, but this story was published in 1994 with the Elvis Presley themed anthology The King is Dead. There's like tiny differences between the novel versus the film. Now, I was recommended this film after watching a live stream from a fellow YouTuber of mine, and I just happened to find this movie on Tubi back in, I think it was 2019 or 18. Could be wrong, could be 19. That doesn't matter. As far as the film, it was road shadowed by the director across the country. I think this film only has 32 prints in circulation or in stores. It was shown at festivals and it got good reviews, positive reviews. I was interested because somewhat history. It dealt with Elvis still alive, a black guy thinking he's JFK, and a mummy. So I decided to take a gander at this film on a hot summer night. I knew it was summertime because it was hot watching this damn film. But the basis of this film deals with an old man at a retirement home in East Texas who claims to be the king of rock himself, Elvis, after he switched identities with an impersonator named Sebastian Huff after growing weary of fame. He was just tired of the fame. Well, Elvis claims the impersonator died in 1977. Not him. But the proof of this happened to be destroyed in a propane explosion. I think in the novel it was destroyed in a car explosion. No. I think it was. But anyways, after the impersonator's performance, his performance I should say, he fell. After his fall, he fell into a coma. And yeah, he was out of luck after that. So skip to 2002, I think that was the year, and Elvis contemplates his age, his life in this retirement home, and his only friend is a guy named Jack, played by Isaac Davis, who claims to be JFK and had his skin dyed black after an assassination attempt, and he was left behind by Lyndon B. Johnson in a nursing home. That sounds wonky as hell. Elvis is skeptical. Not all people to be skeptical. Well, not to get too much about this film without spoiling too much of it, because it's not a bad film. But this film goes into a full-blown The Mummy Returns. Yes, we're dealing with the mummy rampaging in the nursing home, and it's up to old Elvis and black-ass JFK to stop this Bubba Tep before it's too late, as well as Elvis dealing with his age, fear of death, and his fame. This is a dark film, to a point, but meaning the way it's filmed with darkness, there's a scare factor in there in this movie, also dealing with comedy too, mainly because people don't believe that this Elvis is the real Elvis, and we're dealing with black-ass JFK. For the most part, I enjoyed this film, being a mixture of alternate history and emo Tep running around killing old folk. A sequel was considered, even though the director never intended to create a sequel to the film, but the end credits do announce a second film entitled Bubba Nosferatu, Curse of the She-Vampires, but it was meant as a joke. But since the reception of the film was so well received, a sequel was thought about, centered around a lost Elvis from the 1960s, with Paul Giamatti as Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis's manager. But nothing happened. It stayed in development hell forever. Even a novel is going to have a sequel in the 1960s dealing with him working with Colonel Parker but battling the monsters, but it eventually was released in 2017 called Bubba and the Cosmic Blood Suckers. But there are comics that were released by Diamond. But there are comics that was released by certain, I want to say certain, but a couple of different comic book companies. A 4-issue comic book crossover series called Army of Darkness and Bubba Ho-Tep, with Elvis teaming up with Ash Williams. Funny. There should be a movie. Have Bruce Campbell play both characters. Anyways, the film was well received by critics, some calling it the best movie to star both the King and JFK, and others saying the film was absurdly a clever caper. Some didn't like the film, saying the film was derailed by the mummy plot, but here's what I think about it. It's wacky. It's different. I don't care about the film being deranged or derailed by a mummy plot. It also doesn't take itself seriously. It keeps you engaged with the film, because you want to know how old Elvis and Black Ash JFK are going to defeat this danger right in front of them, while still dealing with the topic of age and how youth is valued more. Kind of reminds me of a film probably about 10 years ago that came out called Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Yeah, it was about our 16th president hunting vampires before he became our president. I think we need more films like this, films that are not scared to break the mold of what Hollywood likes to do now, preach and berate the fans using beloved characters. A strategy that has gotten old, that has gotten stale like the stale bread in the back of your cabinet right now. Hollywood has a little flavor issue going on right now. Their flavor is similar to Raising Cane's chicken, with some of these directors and writers wishing they could cook up chicken like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. There should be more films like this dealing with real life historical figures, fighting monsters and aliens. Why not LeBron chases ghosts in Chicago? Or Joe Biden versus dementia? Ooh! But nah, seriously. More films like Ronald Reagan versus Frankenstein or something like that. Something weird like that. But I have to give Bubba Ho-Tep a round of applause for being different and entertaining. Now, on to the Egyptian Museum I go to look at mummies, and hopefully one doesn't try to suck my soul out.